Hey traders, John Hell here. So today I want to give you an update on what's seeing right now. I want to show you why I believe there's more upside to come out of silver. I think silver's got another leg to the upside. And then also a bit of an update across all the markets. I think Dow Jones is getting ready for another nice move as well too. And I want to talk to you about the actual pattern that's helped me identify this and what gives me a high probability of seeing another move. And I want to teach you this here so you can start to identify these patterns yourself in the market. So let me start off with what I talked about before when what I was talking about here is silver. And the reason why is I'm actually personally long silver myself. So if I bring up the SLV, I'm actually long SLV with options. And I have been now for a while now. I think I'm up about 30% or something like that on my SLV options. Nothing big on this particular trade. And again, I've been in it for quite some time now, but I'm coming to you the perspective of I'm actually in a trade right now. I'm in an option trade right now, and I'm trying to see what's going on right now. Should I be out of these options, or should I stay in? And so I thought I'd give you a bit of a walk behind the scenes of how I personally trade the markets, and how I also use trade management skills to help me identify this as well too, right? And so. And I guess one of the reasons why this is on my forefront is I have a group called the 1% group, where it's like only a small group of 15 people every day, and they're with me and they're just amazing. They're part of the 1% of society. When it comes to that, there, if you would like to join it, there's an application below there, guys. But I was talking to them about this here, right? Because I'm in a trade and I walk them through everything I'm doing, so on and so forth. But I thought I'd help you out as well too, right? The good old YouTubes that help you out as well too. One thing I've noticed is that whenever we go through these really nice moves, sometimes a really nice move doesn't just go straight up. And I'll show you this here. Whenever I see, you can see this here. This is the SLV chart here and so on and so forth. If I let me bring up one of my past trades, right? So GRPN, again, I'll walk this through with my coaching clients today, and I thought it'd be really good to share with you here. One thing, let me bring on this chart here. One thing you'll notice, right? So for example, see how this whole move moved up. So, right, so this is a trade that I did. I entered here and I got out up here, right? But notice how this happens. Now this could be a trading pattern for you. This actually is one of my trading patterns. And it's what happens is in an overall move, right? If the move starts here and ends up here, very rarely will you get something just go straight up like that, right? You won't just get that move, even if it's going to be that nice move. Typically what you'll see the market go up for maybe a week, maybe more, and then it might just pause for a week. It'll just go sideways, right? Whenever we do get the sideways pattern and we're in a very nice move, in this case to the upside, this sideways pattern here within the move says that it's just holding here, and this is what's called the energy building phase for me. It's actually a trading pattern that I love trading. And I also utilize this for trade management purpose to say, okay, should I still be in this trade, or should I be looking to get out of this trade? And it's the exact same thing I'm utilizing with my SLV trade right now. And I'll show you these reasons why. So whenever you get this here, there's a high probability where we're likely to make another move off that pattern there. Okay, so whenever the market has a nice move up, through here, we're in a nice move, and then we start to just go sideways for a bit. Whenever we get that, typically what that means is that there's a high probability we're about to see another move in that direction, which is up. And we typically see that, and then we see another move up from here. All right, how much is that? Is that a week? Is that a couple of days? Is it a couple of weeks? Like, we never know, right? But at least I know there's a high probability we're likely to see another move. And then it might go sideways again here for a bit, for maybe a week. And then we see another move. I have just noticed, as you can see here, that the end of the move, right? So as you can see, that was the start of the move, that was the start of the move. That was the end of the move, this is the end of the move. But how the move actually happened is through and this might be a month, this might be a couple of months. But as you can see, as the market steps, if that, for me to see, is there any more upside in this level here? And the high probability comes from, as the market's moving in that direction, sometimes we'll just pause for a bit. Doesn't mean that a trade is over. And this is where trade management comes involved with it, right? again, I spent a couple of hours talking to my coaching clients, but I wanted to share this with you because I think it's really important. Because I'm always looking for those big profits and small losses, big profits, small losses. But for me to have a big profit, I need to let the trade go, right? So I've just noticed whenever we do get that move, as long as we get these sideways periods, then it typically means we're getting ready for another move to the upside. And you can see this is what happened with Groupon, right? It broke out. We went sideways for maybe a week or two, and then we had another move up. And then it went sideways and we had another move up. So this overall move started here and ended here. But how did it work? Up, flat, up, and then we had a sharp pullback. Notice how this here is, it's not up and then flat, is it? It went up, flat, up, V-shape. V-shape here is what? Different, right? So different, that's different to that there. So we can see here, normally what the pause means, the pause, which is what I call it the L-shaped pattern, right? Market goes up, market goes sideways. The little L-shape or upside down L-shaped pattern. Typically what that means is that whenever we're going through that phase through there, that simply means we have more upside to come. Again, this is an actual trade that I did on Groupon. And I get on this one here, it was about 300% return utilizing options. This was a beautiful trade, right? Utilizing options from here. So it's the example that I'm referring to now to show you, but it's the same thing. If I go to my SLV, which I'm still in right now, I'm looking at this SLV chart here, and let me just bring it down to this chart here because it's much easier to see with these trend lines here. Actually, let me just take that off the screen. We don't need that anymore. If I bring that down to there, all right, we can see what's going on through there, right? Actually, I'll bring this up to here to just looking at the short-term level there. In fact, I'm just trying to make sure that I get it right for you. Okay, I'll just use this screen here. Right? I'm just trying to make sure that I got the screen properly for you. So again, I've been in SLV call options now for a couple of months, right? And I've been waiting for a really nice big breakout, really nice move. It's taken its time. Definitely been taking its time. The trend has still been up and the moving averages have still been up. One of the things I really want to sort of encourage you on is that sometimes we may get these drops in the markets, but if we get a drop here, if that's happening, but see my blue moving average, this is a 52 moving average on my daily charts. Typically what happens if you do get a drop in a market, but the moving average is trending up, this is what's known as a pullback, and we're likely to push to the upside. This actually happened a lot. This happened on the mining sector as well too, right? Look at this here. Any drop we got, as you can see all through here, drop, and then drop, maybe L shape. Every time was what? It was a pullback because the moving average, and typically what happens, these drops here are very short-term drops, pullbacks, before we go to the trend analysis. Same thing for like SIL. This is another trade I'm in right now, and I've been in for a while. But the same thing, right? Look at this here. This drop here, as it was dropping down, but see the moving average coming up? The moving average is it's coming down, and the moving average is like a momentum indicator and pushes it back to the upside. I'll get to SIL in a minute, but let me go back to SLV right now, because I'm trying to share with you these techniques. These are the things that I'm utilizing myself when I'm in a trade to help me. Again, I have a trading setup, right? So the first thing is good trade selection. But then right now, when it comes to trade management, as an actual trade, when I'm in SLV, what am I looking for here, right? So SLV. So SLV right now is doing what? SLV. So should I be out of my options right now? Again, I'm in options, and I need to be out soon. But if I'm looking at this, even if I'm not in a trade and I'm trying to see what's going on here, then I'm trying to see what is going on here and what's likely to come. And now, as I said before, right, whenever we do get the up and the sideways pattern, what typically comes off that? We typically we get another move to the upside. We went up, sideways, and then we had another move to the upside through here overall. But see what I'm saying here? Whenever we get the up and then we get the sideways pattern through here, there's a high probability we're likely to make another move off that pattern, which means like that. That could be for a week. We just don't know, right? This is about a week. This is about a week. The reason why I'm bringing that up here is because we're getting it right now. Up, See how we're just going sideways through here? Now, it doesn't mean it's definitely going to go up, but see how we're getting the same pattern here. This tells me that if we do start to break up above this 38 level, like we do through, and let me show you this here. Whenever we go through that side, that's the sideways period through there. Sideways period, right? Whenever we break, we're likely to go for a move. Whenever we break, we're like, again, this is short-term trading technical analysis. I do know whenever we go through that sideways period, okay? Sideways. Whenever we break, we typically could go for a move. Again, it might be for a couple of days. It might be for a couple of weeks. We don't know how long, but at least it's a high probability move. So if we do start to get a break up above that level there, then we're likely to go for another move. Now, if that happens, where are we likely to run to? Or where are we likely to go to? If I bring up my other charts now, and I bring this down to here, you can see how that there is a major resistance level up around this 40. You can see I've got this chart here. To the left here so around the 42 level, around the 42, maybe a bit lower, but we may be getting ready. See how it's just holding here? We may be getting ready for another move, and this could be a really nice move out of silver from this level here. So there's a few things here that I've covered in today's video so far, and the start of this video, I really wanted to walk you through what am I utilizing in my actual real trades right now. And I'm trying to teach you trade management techniques, because sometimes it's like, I don't know, when do I get in? When do I get out? Like, what do I do here? And that's where, like, by utilizing these patterns, I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but if I get a pattern here, it at least gives me a high probability we're likely to see another move to the upside, right? So that's what I'm seeing there when it comes to the SLV. Let's go to the GLD price since we're at it right now as well. Is that right? No, it's probably data. I'll go to gold price, right? So gold price up through here. So as you can see, even with the gold price, if gold is going to go to the 4,000 level, right? We're going to go to that 4,000 level up through there. I'll bring on this bottom chart down the bottom here. All right? Remember I said before that that's the resistance level there, and we broke up. See how we broke up? So as long as we break up, as long as we just go sideways through here, what does that mean? That's what you want to see. If we're going sideways through here, that means we have another leg to the upside. Now, this is short-term technical analysis, guys. This is not like, what I see coming next year. Okay, next year is more like I see a 30% crash next year. Some of you guys are going to call me more, and that's okay. That's not what this is all about. All right, this is all about you guys that are shorter-term trading, now, my short-term trade simply means spaces over the course of a couple of weeks, sometimes a couple of months. And so we can see what's going on through there when it comes to the gold market. So right now, are we going to continue up? I don't know. But if we do start to go through that consolidation range, like the SLV price, what you want to see is the sideways pattern, and also see how my moving averages are trending up through here. So there's a lot of momentum behind that. So keep an eye on that, because whenever we're in a very strong bull market, we typically get these up sideways patterns. And this sideways pattern is like this, when the market does this, it's like a little recharge, right? We've had a nice move up through here. We get this sideways pattern through here, and then it gets ready to go again from there. It's really, really, really amazing. And it's helped me, that one technique there has helped me so much in not getting out too early when there could be more upside to come in that level there. Now, granted, I'm in options, so my time is running out really quickly with these options that I'm in. But right now, I'm at about a 30%, somewhere about there on my SLV. It's actually been quite sluggish. Now, the other trade that I'm in right now is SIL. And this SIL right now, I think it's just over 200% return on my trade. And again, same type of thing, right? I've been in this for quite some time. Now, as you can see, remember I said before, when the market breaks out, as long as we go sideways, there's a high probability of seeing another move. Remember I said with silver, right? What did silver do? Silver broke out and silver just went sideways, right? See how SIL did the same thing? It broke out and it just went sideways. That tells you there's a high probability of seeing another move. Hence the reason why I utilized that same technique back here in early August when I got in back in through here. So as this market broke out, I utilized the same thing. I was like, hang on a minute. No. This has actually still got more upside to come. Well, there's no certainties, right? But there's a high probability because I'm utilizing the pattern. Whenever the market breaks out into, especially above the resistance level, and then we just pause for a bit and it just goes sideways, we don't start seeing strong selling, there's a high probability we're going to see another move. And that's the reason why I held on to this. And that's the reason why now I'm at just over 200% return on my options here. Now, again, same thing. I'm options. I'm up 200%. So collectively through this here, I'm about 230, 250% return on these two trades. These are the only two trades I'm in right now. For trading purposes, guys, this is not long-term buy and hold stuff. This is me looking for opportunities. This is how I trade, right? I don't like to get in and get out quickly. I like to try to get in, hold it for a month or so, and try to pick up on these few 100% and so on and so forth. Make sense? So this is how I like to trade and so on and so forth. So we can see this in here. So right now, when we're looking at the SIO, there's actually no reason for me to get out of this. Not yet. I haven't got any exhaustion moves yet. And the reason why I'm bringing on SIO is to show you the trade I'm in right now. And I've actually been in this for quite some. These are the two trades I'm in. I'm not in any other metals. I'm not in any individual mining stocks right now. Now, some of you guys may be for buy and hold purposes. I'm not talking about this here, right? What I'm talking about here is me looking to trade, which I like to use options, and this is trading, right? I'm getting in, I'm holding for a couple of weeks, sometimes a couple of months, and looking for to manage the positions here, be a bit more active, not every day, but the buy and holders, you guys that say, oh, this thing's going to go to the moon next 5 years, or this is the start of a big bull market, you may be right. There's different formations. Do not use an investing mentality for a trading mentality. Some people think, oh, this has got so much upside over the next 6 months, next 12 months, this is going to go to the moon. And then you apply a trading mentality. It's going to go to the moon, and you get into a trade, and the next day you're getting out. Like, no, right? You've got to stick to the process here. Have analysis that meets the criteria of short-term investments, right? So I have long-term investments, yeah. I see gold going to 10,000. But if gold goes down 10% today or 20% today, I don't care. Why? Because I see gold going to 10,000 in the next 5 years. But for short-term trading, now we're talking different, right? So I like to do both. I like to do the buy and hold stuff. But then also, for me to pay my bills, right, guess what I'm doing? I am using this shorter-term stuff. I say shorter-term stuff where I'm looking to get in, get out, and hold it and look for these really big profits. And again, about 200% return on SIL. That's today. Tomorrow could be different. But I'm just sharing, being honest with you about what I'm seeing here. And the reason I'm doing this here as well too is to show you, why did SIL have such a nice move? It's the exact same thing that SLV doing. It broke out, it went sideways, and then we had a nice move. If I go to the SLV chart, what did SLV do? Right, look at this here. What? It broke out, we're going sideways. We could go sideways for a little bit longer, and then we're getting ready we're probably likely to get ready for another nice move. We get ready for here, we're probably getting ready for another leg to the upside. So that's what I'm seeing there, guys, when it comes to just the mining and a bit more of a teaching modality around this level here. And the same thing applies for all markets. So for example, what's the Dow Jones doing right now? The Dow Jones is doing what? The exact same pattern, right? Look at this here. That's the major resistance level. What's the Dow Jones doing? It actually broke up, didn't it? Now, see how we're just going sideways through here? What does that mean? That means what? If we actually start to break above these highs up here, if we actually do and we start to break up, what does that mean for the Dow Jones? We're probably likely to go for another new leg to the upside. Now, how high, how fast, how long, we don't know. I just know if I ever see this pattern here, like I've shown you many times, the exact same thing. This is the exact same thing I utilized with my SIL trade to say, don't get out now because there's a high probability we're still, like I said, another leg. I've made 200% plus return on that trade so far. Could be less, will be less or more tomorrow. But I've done that on the back of knowing what that pattern means. And this pattern here means that there's a high probability we're likely to see another move in that direction. And when we see another move in that direction, that's when we can just hold on to our trades and let the profits go, right? And this is how you can actually have big profits, small losses, right? If I can pick up a 200% return on SIL, right? And then my next trade that I get into is a loss at a 30% loss. You see how I win at the game of trading. So that's what I'm seeing through there, guys, and that's what I'm looking at from there. And these are the things that I really wanted to walk you through is these techniques that I'm utilizing to this level here is why Dow Jones and silver are about to make another move. But here are some awesome trade management techniques to maximizing the move when they happen. By the way, traders, if you're serious about leveling up your trading, I've opened up 10 spots to my Inner Circle coaching program. This is where I show you all my best trading strategies I trade every single day. You get access to my scans that I use there all the time as well too. Every single week I do a live weekly group coaching session for the Inner Circle group, and my whole goal there is to help you become a well-rounded master trader. Emotional management, trade management, letting your profits run, cutting losses short, and all the different discipline, patience, all the different areas to help you become a well-rounded master trader. And also you get access to an exclusive committed group of all the Inner Circle group so you can communicate with them, and that's our private Inner Circle group as well too. But this is what I want you to do right now. This is only application only. We're only looking for committed traders, and if you're ready to go, then that's for you. There should be a link in the description there, or go to getjohntop.com right now. Go fill out the application form. It's only for the first 10 only, because I like to keep the group really small. So go there right now. Go to getjohntop.com right now. Go fill out the application form, and I will personally be speaking to you on the phone, and we'll go from there to see if you're a good fit for what I'm looking for. Speak to you soon, traders.